Hello, good evening. Jace King coming to you again. I hope you guys can hear me. My music is going to be playing, but I'm going to play it lower this time. So I think the first video, the music was kind of loud. I was trying to do something, make it somewhat intriguing and bring you guys in. But anyway, so this is my second video, and I'm coming to you in my guest bathroom that's upstairs in my home. And I want to show you what I deal with on a daily basis. That's uncomfortable to me, and I think it's uncomfortable for my fiance also, which is understandable because it's something new that you're dealing with somebody that you've never dealt with before. So first off, let me show you this. I'm gonna rip these up. This is a prescription. I'm not gonna show you all the information because it's personal. So there you go. Anyway, I use a benzoyl peroxide wash. I'm sure you guys can see that clear. It's a benzoyl peroxide wash. It's supposed to clean the affected areas. I think you wash them. The instructions that they give you is to wash at least twice a day the affected area. Then you apply this benzoyl peroxide gel. It's clindamycin phosphate, and it's a benzoyl peroxide gel that you apply. I hope you can see that. That's prescriptive that you apply to that area also to keep it from drying out and stuff. It's supposed to help close up what needs to close so it's not leaking. But anyway, I'm not going to show you my complete belly because I'm working on that. Bam, don't judge me. But anyway, I'm to not prolong the time. I'm going to do a third video tonight also to let you see after I shower what it looks like and where everything happens the way that it happens. So let's see. Hidradenitis suppurativa, as I was saying earlier, is an acne condition for those of you who may not know, have not heard about it. It's an acne condition that some people get that could be hereditary, could be passed down from generation to generation. I pray that against mine because I don't want my baby boy to experience none of this. There you go. So anyway, I'm praying against mine so that it stops with me. But anyway, my mom gets boils sometimes, but she doesn't get them like I get them. I think mine's are worse than hers. She may get a boil every now and then, and ours used to be like clockwork growing up. And when she would get one, I would get one. But when I would get one, she would get one. So it was like clockwork, counterclockwise, and sometimes clockwise for both of us. It was crazy. But anyway, to make a long story short, it's an acne condition that causes abscesses, lumps, boils, whatever you want to call them. They are painful. They are extremely freaking painful. Um, I've even gotten to the point to where I've gotten them on the back of my head, and I still have the lumps there. You just can't really see them, so I'm not going to show those. But if you look at it and if you feel the back of my head in certain areas, you know that I've had them, and they got so big to the point to where they hurt so bad that they would cause actual spots, patches in my hair to make it look like I had hair loss. It wasn't that I had hair loss, it was just the lumps were stretching my head out so bad and so big that you could actually see spots look like plugs had been poked out of my head or my hair was just falling out, but it wasn't. It was just the lumps from the hidradenitis. So I'm going to show you the two spots where I have them the most and where they're the most irritating. And as I said earlier today in my introduction video, I actually have one on the left side of my groin area, but I'm not going to show that. To me, that's a private area that I will only show my doctor and my fiance. That is it. But anyway, so that's probably too much to say, but whatever. It is what it is. It's my video. Whatever. So anyway, and I'm doing this so that I could be transparent. This was a little. I was a little fearful about it because I didn't really know the backlash or reactions I would get from actually doing this. I mean, I'm not a celebrity or anything. I'm not well known or anything like that. But you just never know. Sometimes you shy away from something, but you know in your heart that you really want to do it or you really want to see it through because you want. That's a little loud. I turned it down a little bit more. I don't know how loud that is now, but we'll see. But anyway, just so you can hear me clearly, yeah, it's just it's weird. It's really weird. Every day is different. Some days I'm in pain. Some days I don't have any pain. Some days I can just put my arms down comfortably, just comfortably and let them rest. Then there are times I'm walking like this, like I'm swole, but I'm not yet, and it's uncomfortable. And people think like, what's wrong with his arms? I don't want to tell everybody my business, but at the end of the day, somebody needs to know. So there we go. And I'm rambling, so excuse me. I'm never really shy to be in front of people or speak in front of people, but not having done it in a while, yeah, it gets a little scary sometimes. But I'm gonna go ahead and not prolong this. I'm gonna keep these first few videos short, and then gradually, you know, I'll further along and do longer videos to show you how I wash and all of that stuff. But I want you to get to know me first and see what I'm dealing with, and then we'll go from there. So anyway, I'm gonna take my shirt off, and my arms hurt like crazy because I did some push-ups earlier. My back hurts. So. And I still have some blemishes and a few breakouts on my chest area and shoulder area, and I'll show you that as well, where those are. Like if you look up here, I have to get like hair follicles and things like that, little bumps like that. And then on my shoulder area, you'll see one there, it's a stubborn one there. And some of them are probably just big black heads. My back is okay, but it still has some breakouts and stuff like that. As you can see here, I didn't mean to throw that like I had hair, but But anyway, yeah, you see those as well. I'm also taking minocycline. I'm taking 50 milligrams of minocycline that is prescribed by my dermatologist. So I do see a doctor regularly, all the time. I'm healthy. I don't have any diseases. I have a regular doctor. I have a dentist. I have a dermatologist. I'm looking for a therapist and all that other stuff too. So I keep my health to my checkups. I try to keep them regular and annual and all of that to keep up with my health and all of that. So, but I'm 35 years old and I've been dealing with this particular stage of hidradenitis. I was recently diagnosed, maybe 6 or 7 months ago. Because before I would see doctors, but I never really had a dermatologist that could actually really fully explain to me what it is and maybe, diagnose me and say that that's what it is that I have. You probably saw a little bit of it. But anyway, I've been living with this for quite some time now, and I deal with it. It's not a fun thing to deal with, but I deal with it. So anyway, this is the left arm. If you can see that, let me turn this way so you can see more. See it clear. See that? Now this one was a lot bigger at the time, maybe a month or so ago, and it was so big to the point to where it actually started protruding out skin tissue. That's how bad mine get. This is one that just tends to open up and closes when it gets ready, like this one does. This is just a big lump right now. It's dried out, as you can see that tip there. That's the dried out part. I'm not going to peel it because you can actually see the skin tissue there. That's there. This is the worst arm right here. See? So that's one that the skin tissue was pushing out of that's actually trying to somewhat heal, but still leaks. This is one here that just sits there and leaks. This is a gaping hole right here. I don't know if you can see that. That's a hole, a literal hole. Yeah, when I would apply the benzoyl peroxide gel, I would use a Q-tip and I would try to just lightly spread it, but sometimes the Q-tip would actually get into the hole. I don't know how deep the hole is, I just know it's a hole. This is one where the skin has not really went all the way back in. It's kind of closed up somewhat, but it still leaks. And then there's that hole right there. That hole just as stubborn as all get out. That won't go anywhere. It leaks every single day. And these are literally holes in my body. Not just lumps, but holes. That's how bad mine are. And that's all of the leakage, as you can see there. So it's disgusting. I can't tell you how many sheets and pillowcases I've destroyed because of this condition. And you just can't help it. You have to find what works for you. You know what I mean? You have to find what works for you and what you can do to try to help clear it up. But it's horrible. It's really horrible. It's painful at times and everything. So I'm going to take a shower in a little while, and I'm going to come back and do the third video just to clean them up, and so you can actually see them clearly, the actual holes and what they look like. Yeah, I think you saw that clear enough. I don't want to keep showing it too much right now, but I don't want to scare you guys away. But that's my part of the beginning. This is just the beginning of my story. This is these are my pajamas. So my fiance gave me, and these are what my shirts look like when I put them on every day. All the spots there, the leakage there. I'm sure you can see that. That's how my shirts look every single day. I've had Now the one on my groin, it's not exactly on my groin. It's like on my under my pelvic area to the left, and I just point to it. But these are my favorite pajamas. My fiance gave me these. This is Superman, Batman, and then you got my pants down here. Batman, and then Superman. So yes. Let me see. What else was I gonna say? So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'll come back and show you what they look like after I've cleaned them and added and I'll add the gel, show you how I apply the gel and everything. I'll do that one, but maybe another time I'll just stand over the sink and wash them for you after I've showered and do it that way. But for now, I just show you what they look like after, and we'll go from there. And if you know anybody, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to Jace King YouTube channel. Jace King. It's just me, just a picture of me. I try to keep it a little simple. So hopefully I get big enough where I can actually be out to live stream, and when I go places and things like that, or travel or visit different places, same routine. I'll show you the routine and all of that, and we'll go from there. We'll walk this walk together. To all of my people who actually suffer with this on a daily basis, my admiration and my admiration and hats off to each of you, young, old, male and female alike. Kudos to you. Keep up the good work. Please, whatever works for you, find it, and keep it so that you can get yourself back to a healthy place. And not suffer like this, because this is like suffering now, for real. It's suffering. But anyway, you guys have a great rest of your evening. I will come back. It's about 5:52 right now, but I'll come back later on before I go to bed and shower, and then show you exactly what I do after I'm done. The band-aids that I have suck because I was being real cheap. That's my fault. It is what it is. They don't really stay, so yeah. Anywho, have a good night. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell so that you can see what I post every time I post a video. All right. Have a good night.